Okay, welcome back, guys. So, there's something we need to fix. So, I have another outer high I'm supposed to use for this model. So, let me bring that in and then try to align my highs. Try to align the highs, not my highs, obviously. Trying to align the highs of this model to that new eye will be importing in. So, I would go. Let me just use my let me use this layout. So I'll go to append the sphere, select that sphere and click on import. Then I'll go bring that eye in. Okay. So he's all the way to the side. He's all the way to the side. So let me bring out try to look for a reference for the placement of the eyes. Okay. I have my inner eyes already. I'm going to be putting that in Maya when we export all of this. But I'm just trying to fix in the outer eye and wrap our eyelid around that model. It's all the way here. Hold out and click on this. Then let me try to put that in place. So we'll do this. Let me auto group these two, then I will delete the one on the right hand side. Then let me do delete modify topology, delete hidden. Okay. Hold dots and go to mark center. Then I'll try to push this and get this in place. I think I should have done this earlier on at the initial start of the project earlier on. So I won't need to be doing this again because now I will need to readjust the eyes and everything and try to match this properly as closely as I can. It should have been a step I should have done earlier on. I didn't want to just keep this step and then just use something different. I'm going to show you guys more or less my entire process for everything. I'll zoom out. Let me see. Let's see how that looks. I think yeah, we can comfortably hide the previous one that is there. Okay, let me go to a higher subdivision level on the girl model. As soon as we set this, as soon as we set this right, we will just create the meniscus for the eyes, and then the next video is going to be about doing baking for our model, making out textures for the model. So let's go to a bit of an higher subdivision level, like just two, more or less like 2 steps up. Let's see what we can do in here. So this particular model is going to be transparent, so we might not be seeing so much of it except for the reflection around it coming from the lights in our environment. Supposed to have some kind of thickness in here. Supposed to have some kind of thickness in here. I'm missing something in here. I'm missing something in there. But let me just try to get the eyes to look right. I think trying to see if there's anything I need to push in to make this feel even better. I'll just subdivide this model a bit more. I think it's in the right place. Okay. Yes, this is sitting in the right place. I'll delete higher, and then I'll do a mirror for this. I'll do a mirror for this. Okay. Then now I will go to the model itself. I'll create a new layer for this and just name and just name that eye, so I have more control over everything. Let me just go to the highest subdivision level and create a new layer. Name this eyes. Okay. Then I'll go to the lowest subdivision level. Shift F to bring this out. Let me just isolate everything down here. Then with the move tool, I can just push things back in place just to move things around around the eyes. Let me undo that and blur these marks. Okay, there's something needs to be here. You should have done that already. Like as you can see, something around here. So something needs to be there. Oh, this was not on symmetry. Oh, that's fine. Can just carefully push things in here also. Okay. Oh, good. I think now I can bring in symmetry for this. And try to create this stuff we have in here. So let me isolate this. Isolate the eye completely. Go to go one step to a higher subdivision level. I can use my clay brush in here and kind of pop this out. Doesn't need to be completely accurate. We just need something in there. Okay. Let's go out of isolation mode. Let's see what we have. Not bad. Then we go up one more step. Just go out one more step. I'll go out of symmetry mode now. These are them standard brush. And just make it feel more organic and not too symmetrical. Let me go one more step. With my clay builder brush, I can just kind of build something in there and smooth that back out. Smooth that back out. Alright, cool. So I have something in there now. So next thing we need to do is to create the meniscus. I don't know, it's hard to see here, but it's more like a tear dot line around the eye, around here, and the upper part also. So I'll just quickly create that and show you guys. Okay. So what we will do is more or less we're like creating a new mesh out of this. Let me select this eye and subdivide this some more to have more detail in there. Go back to our eye model, our head, the head model, and then we would think with our marks. Yes, with the maxing tool, I'll do something like just max brush size is too big. Just mark something around here. Get a good angle on that. Now just go all the way like so. Select this inclusive. It does not need to be, it does not need to be super neat. Not at all. It doesn't have to be super neat. You just, because we're still going to refine it a bit. Refine it a bit and create, do some kind of Z rematch and get some basic topology out of this. What do we have here? Is this, yeah, this should be good enough. So go to our sub to go to our sub to panel, then we will go click on extract. Under extract, static, take down that thickness. Let me temporarily hide these outer eyes. Something like this should work. Something like this will work. So let's hit extract. Oh, sorry, accept rather. Accept. So if we should shift F, so I will just hold Ctrl Shift and click on this top layer. Ctrl Shift and click. Don't know if you did the same thing here also. I believe it did. And I will do I'll delete that hidden mesh. Delete hidden. Make sure double sided is turned on. Double side display. Okay. Let me isolate this. We'll do another auto group on this. I don't want this particular mesh that is here. So we'll do auto groups, auto poly group, auto group. Hold control select this, hold control select this, hold control select this source. Okay, something seems off. Hold control, click, click, click. Hold control shift alt invert that selection, and then you do a delete hidden again, delete hidden. Now we can properly refine this mesh. So we'll go to the formation. Under the formation, on the poly by groups, we turn this off. Then we'll just click dragging this out until we have some kind of smooth edge around this. Let me get a better view with this. Okay, and then now we would just we'll do a quick remesh for this. Z remesh for this. Z remesh. Dictate edge, dictate freeze, keep group, turn off smoothing. Okay, let's start with 5k. I'll zero mesh this. Half. Zero mesh. Zero mesh. Zero mesh. We're going to do this to something smaller that we can easily control. How many k? Okay, it's around 1000. It's around 1k now. Let's go down a bit more. Just one more. Okay. I guess let's go down again. Seem to be seeing another poly group outside. Seeing another poly group somewhere else. What is this? This is like another poly group. Control click, and then we will just do a delete hidden also. Modify topology, delete hidden. Okay, so now that we have this, we will just do, we need to give this some thickness. Okay, first of all, let's bring everything out. And do some manual adjustments. Yeah. Okay, this is fine. Let's just add thickness from here. Let's add thickness from here. So I go to edge loop. Let me isolate this one more time. Under edge loop, turn off polish, turn down bevel. Elevation should be on the negative zone, or negative space rather, whichever one works for you. And then we will, okay, here loops. The loop should be around 2. I think 2 should be fine. 2 should be fine, I believe. If it's not good enough, then we can always change that. Then click on panel loops. This feels somewhat too thick. Yeah, thick, too thick, but it will work just fine. Yeah, it will work just fine. Because if we just let me try to push with the move to let me push this let me push this inwards. I like how it's just picking out like so. You don't want it to be too high. You just be picking out downwards. Push this inwards some more. So if we should do a if you like if we divide with let me see if I can do some adjustments here. I need to push this backwards in here. I don't need it coming out too much. Here also just push this back some more. Let's bring out the eye, the outer eye. Okay. Let's bring out the outer eyes up to this will be like our major reference. Okay, I guess I need to push this. I need to pull this out a bit. I don't want it to be too obvious, but I still want it to be a bit obvious that something's actually there. Push this out. I just want it to wrap around the eyes. I'll just push the eyes outward a bit to accommodate that. So the upper part will not be too visible anyways. It's just the bottom part that needs to be a bit visible. So if we should add the subdivision here, I think let me go down a level. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I think this should be fine. Though I don't think I'll be needing these sharp corners around the edges. I want it to be more rounded. I need it to be more rounded. To push, let me push it. Let me do a large pull here. Okay, I can see that coming through. Well, we're going to be giving this like a glass material, so it will kind of almost not be too visible, but having something in there gives it that realistic result. Just trying to have this wrap around the eye some more. I'm just trying to figure out how thick this should be on this region here. Trying to figure out how thick that should be on that region. Maybe just maybe it's fine that way. Yeah, maybe it's fine that way. Shift F. Okay, looks much better now. Yeah, I can definitely work with this. We can definitely work with this. I'll just check this in contrast to the other side. If there's more adjustment to be made to this, we can obviously do that later on. But for now I think this works just fine. Yes, this works just fine. So we'll name this. Might not be needing all of this anyways. 4K 4K will look just fine. So but let's leave this as it is. Then we'll name this. I don't know if my spelling is correct or not. But anyways, I'm sure you guys get the idea of what I'm doing. So yeah, cool. So we have that in here now. So in the next lesson, we're going to go and start baking in the textures. I'm trying to see if I can find what we just did. If we can find it from one of our reference image, maybe we can find. It's not very obvious to see, but it's something that needs to be okay. Yes, I think we should be able to see something from around. Yes, exactly what we just did. As you can see, this wetness, like a powder of wetness around the eyes. You can see it around the eyes. Awesome. So it's a good thing we have a reference for this to actually show you guys what I'm actually doing. And we can actually use this kind of eyeball how high it should be. But I believe what we did is pretty much close enough. It's pretty much close enough. Maybe for the sake of exaggerating some of the forms, for the sake of exaggerating some of the forms, I think we can do something like this. just for the sake of exaggerating the form, so it's more obvious when you kind of zoom very close to the eyes. So you can kind of see it. Yeah, that's fine. So now I'm glad you guys got the idea of what I was trying to do. Maybe for some of you guys, you may not really understand what I was doing initially, but it's a good thing we have a reference to actually show you guys what I'm actually doing. So yeah. So in the next lesson, we're going to be. Oh yes, I think. Let me see. I'm just trying to go around this model to figure out if there's something else that needs to be added to this. Keeping in mind, always keep in mind that you don't want to. You should want to have this under part of the list looking soft. You don't want something looking too sharp. Let me select this model again. Go to a lower subdivision level. Maybe use the standard brush and kind of make this feel more thicker. Just try to make this feel more thicker. Not too thick though. Just on the corners around it. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next lesson where we start. Where I'll show you guys how to bake out displacement map and bake out normal map and even bake out um, poly painted map also. Though within our full texturing and poly painting in Substance Painter, but I'm still going to show you guys how to actually export poly painted maps out of Zbrush. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next lesson.